Well, new this morning, today is the day, Inauguration Day in Washington. And of course, when a president takes office, one of the oldest traditions in this country, customs dating all the way back to George Washington.
Our Joe St. looks back at the history of presidential inaugurations and what has changed and also what stayed the same throughout the years.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
President-elect Donald Trump may have had his inauguration outside in 2017, but that will not be the case this year. Because of the cold, the main events, including the inaugural address, will take place inside the Capitol Rotunda in Washington. The last time that this happened was 40 years ago, when Ronald Reagan moved his second inaugural inside. Also, because of an Arctic blast. Still, the uniquely American tradition of inaugurating presidents at the Capitol continues, although weather was not as much of a factor for much of American history because we didn't always hold inaugurations in January. From George Washington to Franklin Roosevelt, inaugurations actually took place in March. But the 20th Amendment to the Constitution changed that in the 1930s. Dates have changed, and so have locations over the years. Presidents from Andrew Jackson to Jimmy Carter were inaugurated on the east side of the Capitol.
Congratulations, sir.
It was Ronald Reagan's inauguration in 1981 that changed the setting to the west side, overlooking the National Mall. The most coveted seats at inaugurations are always the ones closest to the incoming commander-in-chief. That is no different this year. However, an indoor inauguration will offer considerably fewer seats. All of the country's living presidents are expected to attend despite the change of venue, including outgoing President Joe Biden. But that hasn't always been the case either. John Adams, John Quincy Adams, Andrew Johnson, Woodrow Wilson, Richard Nixon, and Donald Trump 4 years ago all did not attend the inauguration of their successor.
We observe today.
A hallmark of every inauguration is the inaugural address. George Washington gave the shortest one at just 135 words in 1793. The longest, William Henry Harrison's. It took nearly 2 hours to deliver. And not every president has been inaugurated in Washington. George Washington first took the oath of office in New York City, and his second inauguration occurred in Philadelphia. John Adams was also inaugurated there. It was Thomas Jefferson who was the first to be inaugurated at the Capitol. While much has changed over the centuries, one thing has remained the same on Inauguration Day: the oath of office, as prescribed by the Constitution.
I, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr., do solemnly swear.
I will faithfully execute
the office of President of the United States
And will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
so help me God.
Joe St. Scripps News, Washington.